happy new moon to you. This new moon is happening on September 17th at 4 a.m. Pacific time, 7 a.m. Eastern time, and 12 p.m. UK time. So everyone's covered. In this month, we are in sign of Virgo. I love Virgos. They're so close to my heart. I know so many Virgos, and they're some of my best friends and some of my dearest loved people. So I like to think of Virgos as very methodical, committed, hardworking people. I think their mind works like a computer sometimes, and they're able to transform even the most jumbled set of information into very particular, organized, clear concept. I appreciate them for that because my mind works like a bubble of anxiety, so it's very different. And I see that every time I talk to a Virgo, just how beautiful their mind works and how gorgeously organized they are. So this month we might have a pull towards reorganization and reassessing of things, and that could be our life, our clothing, maybe our closets, and our emotions and our thoughts. It could be exciting, but also can be a little bit unsettling at first when you start clearing something up. So I like to remind you to stay grounded, knowing that it's a long journey. It's not one and done. It's always a continuing journey, and loving the process of working on yourself is one of the most wonderful techniques to be happier every day. Just to know that, well, I'm working on this month, and it's just one of the million things that I'll need to work in my life, and that's okay. It's a beautiful thing. We're all doing it. So, a little caution about Mars in retrograde, and starting September 9th, so already happening, Mars, the planet that drives us, that motivates us, that helps us take steps towards action, is going to be retrograde until November 13th. So during the Mars retrograde period, many of us might start feeling frustrated. You might feel lack of motivation, or you might even start having conflicts in your relationships because of external things slowing you down and you wanting nothing but to move forward. It could create a little bit of tension, but now that you know that this could be happening, you have an ability to reframe the situation, to see new opportunities to deal with it, to find creative new avenues, how to not just stop and be frustrated and angry in the moment, but just finding nuances that you haven't considered potentially. So I'd like to encourage you to stay more grounded this month, be more forgiving a little bit towards others, as we're all trying to navigate these new waters this year too. And I hope it's encouraging you to still take action into the direction of your wishes. I've been really into law of attraction lately, and I've been starting to manifest certain things and do rituals towards manifestation. So today's setup is slightly different. I hope you stay with me on that. I like to burn a candle, and after we do a little grading, I will do a different ritual with the crystal, so I hope you stay tuned for that. And instead of cards, I'll have a question for you that you can meditate on or maybe consider and see if it inspires you this month. Okay, it's also been very smoky outside for a few weeks now here, and I start to feel effects on my voice getting a little bit more raspy, unfortunately, but I'll be okay. Okay. I also wanted to give a shout out to another small business, and it's called Ella's Eve Cosmetics. If you like the slip color, this is what this is. I loved their consistency. So it's called Beach Vibes shade. I'll show you up close. I fell in love with how silky smooth the application was. It's nice and rich. Goes on like butter, and I felt so great. So I purchased this and I do not regret it at all. I love the shade too. I think it fits me quite well. So that's that. So this month I'd like to do one wish instead of doing a few multiple ones as we usually do, and just fully zoom in into it, okay? And put all of our intention into it. Imagine it happening to you. So I lighted the candle, and when you're lighting the candle during this ritual, just think about that wish right away. Imagine yourself already having it happen to you, as if you would already relived through it. And that's the biggest thing that helps us to manifest anything, and that's literally just imagining yourself already having it. How would you feel like? So good question that I'd like to ask myself throughout this month is this, and I hope you will see where I'm going with it without giving too much away. So what do you love doing so much that the words failure and success essentially become irrelevant? One more time. What do you love doing so much that the words failure and success essentially become irrelevant? What is it for you this month? Think about it. And the key here is to do more of that throughout the month, as much as you can. These things will bring you happiness, that will remind you of your core beliefs and your core principles of who you are, because you'll be able to nourish that person that much more. So for me, it's going to be quite simple things like gardening or dancing or walking in the woods, going for hikes with my family, playing pretend with my daughter, or doing my nails. All of these things I find to have no way in both succeeding and failing, because it doesn't matter. You do it literally for the process. And that's another kind of area that I would like to invite you to participate in, and that's enjoying the process this month. Just forcing yourself literally into realizing when you're in the process of doing something, and then give it at all. Being mindful. What is this? How does it feel? Don't let your thoughts drift away and leave your present moment. Just think of how it feels. So we'll think of one wish today, and I already know what that is for me, and I've already picked the crystals for that wish. Okay? So this month I'm crazy about Konzite. I'm not wearing it. I'm wearing this necklace from another store. I'll put a link here for you. But ones I feel like amethyst and kunzite. So let's make our little crystal grid. I'll bring you closer. Okay. And we'll just place them. Here's my little kunzite. I love this crystal so much. Okay. So here we have 3 kunzite and 3 amethysts. I also felt a strong feeling towards calcite, especially of how smooth it was. I just love this honey almost texture. So waxy and pleasant. So we'll have that too. I only have these big chunks in this one, so they'll have to do. I actually like this too. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to spread more of these small clear quartz tumblers everywhere. They're almost like little beads. So I thought I'll place them here and there. Fill in the gaps. Also clarify the energy passageways for the other crystals to cooperate and work together. My nails are so long, it's getting hard to touch. Okay. I like this so far. It's very soothing pattern. So as always, while we're placing all these crystals into place, we're thinking about our wish, we're wishing for it strongly, and again visualizing ourselves already living through its effects, being in the present moment. Okay? So I usually put the main crystal inside, and let's see how I feel about it. Yeah, I'll do clear quartz. It's fine. Okay. We'll do 2 different things. Okay. So I'll place this one here. Okay. Think about our wish one more time, already happening in the present moment. Okay. Then I'll take my little selenite stick. We'll go clockwise, and you can go from inside out or you can go from outside in. I think I'll do outside in. Okay. Like that. And the center one. Okay. So typically I would leave this setup for about 2 weeks, and just before the next full moon I would take it down, recharge crystals if need to be, and all that good stuff. This month I wanted something to take it a step further into manifesting it on a deeper level. So this month I encourage you to find a crystal that would be fun for you to touch every day, and we would reach for it every single day. Maybe keep it by your bed or in your purse and vice versa, in your bra. Listen, it happens. And come back to this feeling every time you see it, every time you touch it. Hold it in your hand and just visualize this already happening to you. If you're familiar with law of attraction, it's all about repetition and continuously having the sensation. So feeling equals manifestation. Feeling of it already being with you, you already living in it, will create like this energetic pull towards you, and things will start happening towards your goal, towards this dream. So today, let's do it together real quick, and then I'll put this next to my computer, and every time I look at it, I'll pick it up, and just for a minute or so, we'll just imagine this wish coming true again. Okay, so let's do this right now. Such a good feeling to already living through your wish coming true. Okay. So I hope you have a good month, and I'll see you next time. Also, I forgot to read you about kunzite. I will do that now, and we'll part our ways, okay? Kunzite. I think it's kunzite or kinzite or kanzite. Everyone seems to be pronouncing it differently. Okay. This is how it's spelled, kunzite. And this is one of the most expensive crystals I have. I think this was almost $200 for this piece. I know, call me crazy, but a few years back, probably a year before I got pregnant, I felt a huge pull towards kunzite. I just saw it somewhere and I literally almost started crying. I had the craziest pull towards this crystal, and I saw it like online somewhere without a name. So I went on a search to hunt it down, and I've realized what this was later. I've learned all about it, and it's actually one of the best crystals for young moms, and especially moms of girls, and just pregnant women as well. And it was so interesting that that was the time when I fell in love with this stone, and every time I need to call in this divine feminine goddess in myself. I go back to Kunzite. I have a necklace. In it, I have these small crystals, and I have this one chunk. It's beautiful, just outrageously beautiful stone to me. It has so many different shades and intensities. So anyway, so it can be pink, green, yellow, lilac, or clear. I have lilac. Helps with heartache, clears emotional debris. That's good. Encourages self-expression, allows free expression of feelings. That's good. It's a protective stone, and it has the power to dispel negativity. Activates heart chakra and aligns it through the third eye and throat chakra. It induces a deep and centered meditative state and is beneficial for those who find it hard to enter into meditation. It's a spiritual stone with a high vibration. It awakens the heart center and unconditional love, producing loving thoughts and communication, radiates peace, and connects you to the universal love. Okay, I like that. So again, find the crystal that you adore this month. It doesn't have to be a crystal either. You can just find a piece of stone, or maybe a beautiful flower, or I don't know, an item that you like, maybe some kind of knick-knack, and just hold it and let yourself again imagine this wish coming true. So I hope it works for you. Let me know your thoughts on this ritual, and thank you so much for watching.